I'm so glad you joined me today because this is going to be a recipe that I haven't made in quite a while, and I love it. I was just looking through my Volume 2 cookbook yesterday, and I came upon a recipe that I thought, why have I not made that before now? It's so easy. It's called Crockpot Sweet and Sour Smoked Sausage. Now, it is on page 21 of Volume 2. If you have the cookbook, you can just turn right there. If you don't, you can find my cookbooks, all 4 of them, on MamaSue'sSouthernKitchen.com. Tells you exactly how to order. But this is one that I'm going to make in my crock pot. And y'all know, Amy had this crock pot while they lived with us that I absolutely loved. And it is Drew Barrymore's beautiful crock pot. I love this because it has a place that you can rest your lid and all that. And when she moved away, I realized I didn't have that crock pot anymore. So I went to Walmart and bought me another one. But anyway, let me tell you what this recipe calls for. I'm going to go ahead. I have already chopped. The recipe calls for 1 green pepper. Well, y'all, the very last of my peppers in my raised gardens, I went out there and I pulled a green one and I saw a red one. And I thought, oh my goodness, I have got to put that red one in there too to give it a little color. All right, it also calls for 1 onion. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to slice mine this way. It says chopped, but I was thinking, I chopped it last time. I'm just going to see what it's going to look like if I put it in rings. And I think it's going to be fine. Because this is just a sweet and sour, so let's go ahead and just cut these in little thin rings or half moon rings. All right. The next thing was a pound of smoked sausage, and this is the Eckrich Natural Smoked Sausage, and it is not quite a pound, but it's just going to be 2 of us tonight. And so I'm going to say this is going to be enough. I'm going to serve this over rice, and it will be delicious. We have somewhere that we need to go later tonight, and I'm just going to have an easy meal. Y'all, I have started doing something, and I'm going to be showing you on Home with Mama Sue, but you remember the Christmas tree that I ordered from Walmart back in probably August, maybe, yeah, it was August, maybe September. And I loved it because it looked like one you would go in the woods and cut. Well, now they're out of stock. People are saying, where can I order one? Came from Walmart, but they're out of stock. Now, y'all, I did see someone that put one on eBay. And these Christmas trees, I think it was $179. They were selling one for almost $400, and I thought, that's wrong. But you know, they might get it. But I know they'll be back next year, so if you didn't get one and you want one, I bet they come back. Let me put this in there. We're just dumping everything together. But what I'm going to do with that Christmas tree is I'm not going to put, at first I wasn't going to put any decorations on it because it's just beautiful with just little white lights that come on it. I'm not even going to add any more lights. But I told Harold that I would like to decorate it like they did many years ago with just like homemade ornaments. And I have been stringing popcorn. Now, it takes a while to get enough popcorn to put on a Christmas tree for the garland, but I'm going to show that on Home with Mama Sue. And I also, last night, dried some orange slices, and that's going to be, unless I change my mind, I did find some little tiny brass bells on a garland at Hobby Lobby, and that may be the only thing that I have on that tree that I didn't make, but I'll show you on Home with Mama Sue. Okay, so I have put the peppers, and I put the smoked sausage sliced. Then, now you're going to say, why is this can upside down? Because I started to put, I'll show you in a minute. But you're going to use one 20-ounce can of pineapple chunks drained. All right, the reason I did, when I pulled that up, it pulled loose right there. And I couldn't pull this lid off. But you know what it says? If preferred, use can opener on opposite end. So it makes me wonder if that's been a problem. But anyway, I just got out my can opener and I did that. All right. Then it calls for a 12-ounce jar. This is 11.5 of sweet and sour sauce. You can use any brand. I went to my local store, and it's not a big, like a Walmart or anything, but they had this, and it smells really good. So you're just going to pour that. Let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put just about a tablespoon of water in here, just to get every little bit out. The recipe also says that you can add more sweet and sour if you want. I did get 2 jars, but I'm not going to put it in there right now. I'll let you know if I did add it. And then it says a tablespoon of Tabasco sauce, and this is what I have, any kind. And I'm not going to put more than that because Harold doesn't like anything hot. Real spicy. All right, now I'm going to take a spoon, and I'm just going to stir this. I'm going to put my lid on, and I'm going to go and I'm going to cook it on high for 1 to 1.5 hours or low for 3 to 4. And I'm going to cook it on low, and then when it's done, I'll be back to show you. The Crockpot meal cooked for about right at 3 hours, and it smells so good. Harold has already said, when are we going to get to eat it? And he took a spoon and tasted it, and he said it is delicious. So, see how wonderful this Crockpot is? Okay, I'm going to see if I can pull it over here. Turn it down. I don't know. Can you see? All right. I'm going to put some. I made a little rice. And I'm going to put some of this goodness over it. I got an awful lot of pineapple. I might better put a little of that back so Harold can get some. But you see, that's a pretty dish. Very pretty. But you know, it's not how pretty it is, it's how does it taste. And Harold has already said that it's delicious. Now that is awful hot. But let me see if I can get me a little fork. I'm scared it's gonna burn me. Why have I waited to make this again so long? That is delicious, and it's in volume 2 of my cookbook on page 21. I hope that if you have a cookbook that you'll make it. You saw there's nothing to it, and I think you're really gonna like it. If you don't have the cookbook and you want it, go to MamaSueSouthernKitchen.com. and it'll show you the different ways you can order. Christmas is coming up, and these cookbooks make wonderful gifts. Remember to be salt and light, and I'll be back soon.